Hi, good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Catherine. This feels like a really weird angle, I don't know why. I'm a year 3 teacher working in Bedfordshire and it's a day in my life, but it's starting now. Okay, hello. It is 6 o'clock on Wednesday and this is a day in the life of Thursday. I wanted to start the recording today because tomorrow is Roald Dahl day for year 3, so I have loads of things to get ready for that for tomorrow, and I thought I would include that because then you guys get a what I prepared for it, and this is how it went. Pardon? Of the day. So it's Wednesday. I've just come back from the shops. I had to get some things for the Roald Dahl day. I've literally just come home. I have got an hour and a half until I need to go back out because it's Wednesday, so it's pub quiz day. My one social time of the week, and then I'll come home and finish some bits off. So before I launch into Thursday, a little mini wrap up of Wednesday. Wednesday has been interesting. It's been interesting. The afternoon, I was afraid. It's the only way to describe it. I was scared. You know when you have a lesson and you just think, this is not going to go well. This is not going to end well. That was today's lesson. Oh, battery's dying. So it's essentially paper mache, but we're using something called Mod Rock, which if you haven't heard of, I love it. It's like kind of like a bandage with like cement on it, but it's already dried. So all you've got to do then is wet it and like put it on. Simple, no glue, no mixing water and stuff, just literally in the water, slap it on. And honestly, it worked quite well. I thought it was going to go everywhere. It didn't. I had to change one little thing where we had like little pots about this size of water, and the kids were like putting their hand in and wetting the thing and then putting it on. I was kind of scooping it onto mine to show them. But for 6 kids to do that with that tiny pot was like, no. So I ended up filling up trays of water and being like, just have that because you can all reach it that way. So that was a good little improvement. The only thing was that the Mod Rock comes like in a bandage and you've got to cut it into strips. The kids could cut it into strips. Party teacher was worried about it being really dusty, so she didn't want them to. I honestly was like, go cut it yourself because you're all waiting for me to do it and I'm stressed. But yeah, because I had to cut it myself, I ended up having like crowds of kids around me, like hungry birds, literally underneath, like waiting for little scraps of Mod Rock, and I was like, no, please, please, please go away. So I ended up putting on SpongeBob, like episode and a half, while I cut out enough Mod Rock for every single table to have a pile. And I told them, I've cut up everything we're going to use for this lesson. If you run out of Mod Rock, you have run out of Mod Rock. Find another way because I'm not cutting anymore. I was just really concerned that there was a box of it and I had gone to get extras from this box at least 4 times before the other class had started their lesson. So I was just like, we've used like 7 of these and they have 2. We can't use any more. So I did end up getting 1 more because she gave me 1 more and I was like, please don't give us any more. We have had enough. But any children that couldn't completely cover their thing with Mod Rock used foil instead, which is honestly fine with me, like go for it. A couple of them have now fallen apart because children were either like scrunching up and slapping it on and then it would fall off because that's not how it works, or they had a bit of water on it would fall off, or it hadn't stuck on properly. So things that have fallen off, I'm just like, okay. But yeah, generally the lesson went really well. And we had like a little observation. Someone, like the art, I think it's the art lead, someone came round and she was like really impressed with the lesson. And she was like talking to the kids, oh, what you doing? And they could all tell her all day, which I was a bit like, cool. But like she turned around to say like, oh my God, like considering the activity in here is really calm in here. And I don't know, I hadn't thought of her here as subject lead. I just thought of her as, you know, the person I talk to sometimes. I was a bit like, honestly, we watched SpongeBob, which is like, even so, it is calm. And that's when I thought, oh good God, yeah, it is kind of calm in here, considering they're paper macheing. But yeah, it was really nice. And honestly, when I saw her in my classroom, I did have like a little traumatic war flashback to my old classroom. I just started to get really anxious, and I was like, okay, why are you here? What do you want? Where is the warning? What happened? Is it observation? Is there gonna be feedback? And then I had to like physically tell myself, you're not at that school anymore. You'll be fine. And then I felt better, and it was okay. We got good feedback. But yeah, tomorrow. I wasted so much time talking about today. I'm gonna whiz through tomorrow and just give more information as I do things, because I have now got like an hour and 15 minutes and my phone's dying. But tomorrow is a Roald Dahl day for my year group. We have been learning about Roald Dahl for this whole half term, and we have a trip to the Roald Dahl Museum at the beginning of the next half term. I did go and visit on the weekend. I will insert clips here of that visit. It was lovely. But as part of our learning about Roald Dahl, we're having a Roald Dahl Enrichment Day tomorrow. Apparently, Enrichment Days just happen at this school because literally every single year group has had some kind of Enrichment Day, whether it's World War II Day or Explorer Day or something. And part teacher was like, well, we haven't had one yet, we'll just whack one in next week. And I was like, sure. So ours is tomorrow. The plan is that children can come into school dressed as a Roald Dahl character. I have my outfit actually right here. Oh my god, where is it? I moved it. I've never been so confused. Okay, so here's my outfit for tomorrow. I'm going as Lavender, that little nerdy girl that was like best friends with Matilda. And ironically, my partner teacher is going as Matilda. I'm not saying my besties or anything, but I mean. So, yeah, dress up day. Then we're having a whole day of Roald Dahl themed activities. So I can't remember everything off the top of my head because I have honestly forgotten what we're doing tomorrow. We literally planned it on Monday, but we are doing a STEM experiment to do with James and the Giant Peach. So they've got to make a parachute out of plastic bag and whatever else we've got to safely land the peach. I couldn't find peaches, which to be fair, I wasn't going to buy 60 of those anyway. So they have little satsumas to test with. And then I've got a mini pumpkin for me and the other class as like the real one, so they can test it on the satsuma. Obviously acknowledge that the pumpkin will be a bit heavier, but test it on the satsuma. And then when we go outside to do our like final test, they can put it around the pumpkin and see if they can save the pumpkin. So that's the plan, that's one plan. We're doing a kind of sun catcher activity with laminating sheets. That was a big one. Yeah, we're doing a sun catcher activity with laminating pouches where they have like a picture of Willy Wonka or Roald Dahl or something, I think. And then they put tissue paper on it and laminate it, and then it looks really nice. We are doing an enormous crocodile camouflage activity where we have like a white picture of a crocodile, just like an outline, and they've got to go around the room and kind of put it on a pattern and then kind of copy the pattern to camouflage it into that pattern, if it makes sense. I saw this idea on Instagram somewhere, so if I find it, I will put a post in here. But that's just because he tries and hides in the book. Can we hide him better? Can we camouflage him? I cannot think of the last activity. I'm sure there's one more. I am so sure there's one more. There's like 4 activities that we're doing. I cannot think of it. When I get to it, I'll let you guys know. But the afternoon then is watching a movie. And the thing I love most is that with any treat I've had so far, the afternoon has just been an hour watching a movie, which for me is great. So in that time, I'm cleaning my classroom because paper was my enemy last year, and it still is. I cannot keep paper under control. I may have possibly lost a form or something due to this, and it's like, no. So I'm gonna just bin all the paper I've got. I'm gonna try and get my drawers organised. I would try and label some things, but I haven't got time tonight to make the new labels. So just gonna make a temporary label or just remind myself what I need to go here while the children watch this movie and call it a day. So what I need to do today is to get the crocodiles ready. Annoyingly, I have the template at school, laptops at school, can't do it. Double check I've got all the resources, and then because I'm annoying and I'm me, I want to make slides, like themed slides for each activity and each book that we're doing, just to immerse the children a little bit more. I want to immerse these kids. I'm all about things being an immersive experience. I want them to be like transported into this book. So I'm going to make some themed slides. Also helps me to keep me on track of what we're doing. If it's still themed, then I can think, oh, it's a special day because the PowerPoint's different. So that's my plan today. That's all I'm going to do. And as I say this, I now have an hour left because I want to leave early to get to the pub for the quiz. So I guess I'm just going to do the crocodiles now. No, I'm not, because I'm at school. I'm going to do the slides now because, yeah, that's here. I have half an hour and every bone in my body is telling me I should not go. Every single part of my body is like, don't go to the quiz. You've got half an hour. You will finish the quiz at 10 o'clock. You will come home, you will sleep. There was literally no time for me to do any work today. I think we all know I'm going to the quiz though. Social time, work-life balance, you know? Work-life balance. I give up. I absolutely give up. It is now 5 minutes to 7. I wasted what little time I had amending my morning work timetable because I tried to print it out. I've changed some bits from today and I thought, well, it's already open. Let's just edit it while I can. But this laptop is like the ghost of a laptop. It's literally like the first laptop to ever exist. So it was so slow. So I've only done that. I will show you what little I've got done. But I was just thinking about tomorrow and how these children may actually hate me tomorrow because we have all week been practicing coming in the morning quietly and like ready for learning, because they come in and they chat and they talk and which, okay, they're children, but that means that we have like 2 minutes for morning work, and usually it's important, it's like gap tasks to do, and I'm like, well, our morning work isn't done, which is why we're getting behind in gap tasks. So all week we've been practicing coming in, like putting our things away, going to morning work, because you can talk on your tables, you can talk on the carpet, you have time for chatting. It's just not now. And because it's happening all week, it's gonna still happen tomorrow. Even though it's Roald Dahl day, even though we're all dressed up, you're still gonna have to go get your home things and like march to the playground and line up and then come back in, put your things away and sit down while I time you, because be quicker. So yeah, I feel mean. I feel mean, but also it needs to be done. Like, it shouldn't take this long. 6 minutes this morning took them to all be sat down. And bear in mind they've got 10 minutes to do morning work. 6 minutes is horrendous. So I'm actually gonna like make a list of the kids who were like sat down before like 2 minutes, and then they can go because you made it. The rest of them will have to practice because I'm tired. Anyway, what I actually got done is literally just this. Like, this is literally it. Good morning, it's Roald Dahl day. First 2 instructions for morning work. Activity 1, activity 2, activity 3, activity 4. That's it. Because I checked my emails and I haven't actually got the list of what we're doing. So I don't know. So I can't put anything in here. And then I was going to get pictures to kind of decorate it, but I'm honestly too scared to open the internet. It's going so slow. So this is it. I might try and decorate the first bit, but I guess I'm doing it at school tomorrow then. Perfectly matching earrings, the purple, the blue, the purple, the blue. Unintended. Thank you to the person who sent me this in Teacher's Postbox. Hello. I've come into school really confused this morning. I'm really tired. But like, there are 2 kids in reception. The tables are out for lunch already, and I was a bit like, it's the morning, right? I had to briefly consider whether or not it's the morning or not. But it's concerning. I'm here. I'm so tired. Okay, excuse the very quiet voice, but there is still children and a parent here. So, I'll do a proper update about the day at home, but at the minute I am just preparing for tomorrow. It's another dress up day. It's French day tomorrow, so I'm gonna get some colouring things ready, find some things to do, then I'm gonna go home. The room is tidy, and it's a damn miracle. But yeah, in general, the day's been good, but for me, horrendous, but good in general. Home at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm home at last. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Okay, coming to you from the down angle of the fruit basket. A reflection of the day. I don't want to say it was a bad day, because it wasn't a bad day. The kids enjoyed themselves. We got all of our activities done. I just did not have a good day. It turns out, and I say it turns out like this is news to me, I need structure in my day. I need structure. I need to know exactly what I'm doing. I need to know exactly what I need to do what I'm doing. I need the children to know exactly what they're doing and what they need. I need it to be structured in terms of time blocks. Like, this is our little like input. This is the main lesson. And I thought that was because that's how I was taught to do things. But no, in my head, anything I do in that classroom is structured in the way of, this is the input, this is the main activity, go. Note how there's never a plenary in there because I never get to them, but you know, that's the general gist. And today there wasn't that. There wasn't like, this is the input, this is the main activity, go. It was just, this is what we're doing, goodbye. And I can't say it's anyone's fault but my own, because I briefly forgot that I'm gonna need an input and I'm gonna need the structure. And I made slides, but there wasn't enough on the slides for me to feel like I had any kind of control. So I had a bad day. I felt out of control. I felt like this was chaos. I felt like it was just unstructured and it just had no boundaries, and I hated that. Did not help that Pickle decided to kick off like straight away, like AM, because we did directed drawing and she just likes to get things right and she couldn't do it. Yeah, so she like scrumpled her paper up, started throwing things, started hitting things, and she was just angry like throughout the whole day for various little things, but it all kicked off from this picture. She also fought a child today. Her and another girl like had a physical fight. Like, I was trying to get in between them. I was trying to like calm the other girl down. And I was very clearly just tired of the behaviour, and I am now feeling like, do you know what, I'm tired. And everyone is telling me, okay, doing a really good job with her, like whatever you're doing, it's working. But I'm also at the point where I'm tired. Like, it's only been half a term and I'm like, I'm tired, because there's just no end to it. So that contributed to my bad day. There was just a lot of like tantrums from this child, and I was like, no, please. But yeah, the kids enjoyed themselves. Movie was a movie. We actually finished it, which I was impressed by. They enjoyed that. There was a bit of chatting. I just stopped the movie like, quiet. Anyway, on a more positive note, I'm home. tomorrow is the last day of the half term. It could, as a lie, it could have come sooner. It could have been last Friday, but it'll be fine. It's French Day. I have structured it. Now I think about it, I've got to take a picture of the timetable. So I've structured it, but I can't remember what I structured it as. But I'm gonna go and plan and make things, and oh god. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go plan and make the slides, and like I'm gonna actually plan this thing out, like in my little diary. I haven't got my diary. I don't know, I'm gonna actually write this thing out like as a lesson plan, because I just need it to be that structured in my head so I know what I'm doing. But generally we're gonna do French first. Instead of math, we've got French. Instead, we've got assembly as normal, then we've got break. I'm actually out of class now because I have to go and do extra maths planning with somebody, the maths lead, because I'm taking over more responsibilities from next half term and they want to give me some support. Now, to be fair, I've been planning maths the entire time, so... But the support will still be helpful, because then I know if I'm planning it right or not. Though, again, to plan, you literally just from the drive and adapt it. So I really can't be doing this wrong. But you never know, I might be. So, yeah, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to yawn again. Am I dying? Am I dying? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be out of class for like half an hour after break. I'm going 15 minutes before break and then half an hour. But in that time they're doing a geography research-based activity. So I want them to research what it's like to live in France. So like going to school in France, what you learn, the weather, what you eat, how they celebrate holidays, that sort of thing. And then do a poster that is if I was a French boy or if I was a French girl, and just basically do a poster about how their life would be if they lived in France. I'm going to make a model now, like while I'm home, because I've also learned that the children and the children could really use a model. Like some problems we had today would have been solved if I had a model of what I wanted them to do, so they can see what I'm expecting and then go and do it. So yeah, I'm doing a model of this little text so that they can see what I want them to make, and then they can go and do it on A3 paper and probably take home, because honestly I don't think I want them. After that, what do we have after that? We've got library and reading, just to change their books over. I'm gonna see a doctor. Just to change their books over. Yeah, and like some readers. Then it'll be lunchtime. After lunch we have, I can't remember if I put in music or art. I think I put in music to learn a French song. I honestly might change that to art, because if it's art, again, I can show them what they need to do, have a model, show them the technique of it, and they can go do it, and that frees me up to do other things while they're just doing that. The last thing we're doing is big tidy, and I tend to have a big tidy like at the end of half terms, because I keep doing this. I always treat half term like it's the end of school and I got the classroom, and I remember they're coming back in a week and it's like, why have we done that? So I'm reining in this time, but I'm just going to tidy up areas that need tidying and get things ready for the next half term. So any changes that I want to make ready for next half term, we're doing them tomorrow. We're doing them as a whole class so that the children know like what's changed, but also it's ready for when we come back. Because at the minute there's loads of things that are messy and it's actually driving me insane, but I haven't had time to stop and tidy them, so we're all going to do it tomorrow. I stayed at school, I think I mentioned this already, I've made a list of what needs to be done. I will most likely insert some kind of like screen thing here, but I'm going to just assign children jobs, make a slide for this, assign children jobs, and then any spare jobs, there'll be a list of spare jobs, so when children finish their assigned job, they can go assign themselves another job. I'm literally going to write on the board like names next to their job or their initial, so they learn them, and when they finish they can rub out their initial and write it somewhere else. Say, okay, now I'm doing that job, like cross out their job, and then now I'm doing this job. Because I need them done. Okay, so what I've got to do now, and I'm taking this as my break because I do need to start with stuff. I'm gonna go get everything that I just brought home, put it away. Not all of it is to go in my room, thank God. Some of it is my mum's. I've got one box and one bag to put away. So I'm gonna go get that stored under my bed, empty my bag. Good Lord. Yeah, put my things under my bed, get my laptop out my bag. I need to watch this video for my math planning training tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that. I want to get anything that I don't actually know. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. That's what planning time's for. I want to get planning for French Day done tomorrow, so just make sure I've got the PowerPoint and I know what I need for everything. I want to get my outfit sorted because I know what I want to wear. I can see it in my head, but I need to find it. And I had this brainwave in the car, like in the taxi home. I've got a red beret that I'm absolutely wearing tomorrow. It's French Day, I'm wearing this beret. I've been wanting to wear it for so long. But berets don't tend to fit over this hairstyle. My braids are too thick. And now I really want to take my braids out, like tonight. Like I really want to take out my braids tonight. And then wear a wig tomorrow, because then the beret will fit on my hair. And I mean, this is like the part of me that is like suspected ADHD, but that's like the only thought in my head right now. It's like, do it. Take out the braids. I'm like, no. Honestly, I have time to do this if I get everything done quickly, because this is just gonna be chop, chop, chop. But having also do it neatly, I'm wearing a wig. And then also my hair will be undone, ready to get my braids done again for half term. So it's a win-win situation. No one can lose. But I really shouldn't. I'm not going to. I mean, I'll try the braid on. If it fits, it fits. I might actually just cut my hair anyway to make it shorter, to look a little bob, because I wanted to cut it for ages. Oh, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna cut my hair. No, that's ridiculous. That's too much for French Day. That's too much for like a one-day thing. Right? Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay, my phone died, which, to be fair, is no issue because I've been working solidly anyway. I always have finished it, but I've done bits for tomorrow. Why not start with a yawn? So I'll show you guys the PowerPoint that I've done and like briefly talk through what I'm doing. And then I really want to go to bed. Like I really want to sleep. So that's the first slide. There is music going throughout. Ratatouille, classic French film. So the first slide is just for colouring. So they're doing these colouring sheets based on Monet, and I've printed out a picture of the actual artwork as well, and they're basically just trying to colour it in the same colours to recreate the picture. Then we are doing our checkup. Oh, I don't know why this is still here. There you go. So we recently started doing the blob tree to check up, and it's actually been really helpful just to know how the kids are feeling as they come in, because it's something I should have been doing anyway, and I couldn't fit it in, but then I thought in register. So for register, they answer with what number they're feeling. Most of them do. Actually, a lot of them do actually in the morning. Then if anyone's like a concerning one, like they're 21 or they're 5 or feeling 8 or something like that, I say, okay, I'll come talk to you, or come talk to me. I'll register. Oh, they come talk to me. Right, had to yawn. Then we are doing the colours in French as our little French lesson. Didn't point this out, but I did a French background and all the titles are in French. So apprenons ensemble. Let's learn together. Écoutez attentivement. Listen carefully. I've printed out this little fruit worksheet, and then I'm going to describe the fruit in like different colours. And they've got to listen carefully to colour them the right colour. That I'm hoping is going to help them to remember what I'm saying. But I'm going to do one example, and then they're going to try and like match my sheet basically. They were playing I Spy, but in French. So, j'espion avec mon petit oleur quelque chose. thank you Google Translate. Ask by my slide something that is, and then again they go through the colours and I'm gonna just check that way. Let's break. I haven't got anything on here yet. I'll put something on tomorrow, but basically just letting them know that I'm going to be there like after break, that they are going to be doing something on the Chromebooks, expectations, general idea of what they're doing, but hopefully they're just researching while I'm at the classroom, then they can do the actual thing when I'm back. So, si j'étais français, if I were French. Imaginement's going France, what might be the same, what might be different. They're going to watch a bit of Madeline and talk about what's the same and what's different. Then I've just shown them like the Google Classroom thing. Then use the links and videos to research. Yeah, so the club teacher will do this bit. She'll do all of it actually because it'll be after I'm gone. Then they come back and they've got the timer to make a poster about their life if they were French. So I would eat, I would live here, I would go to school, Then I threw this in because I felt bad having this like huge research task to do. But we're doing some art. I can't remember what that says. I can't remember what it says. I don't remember. I found some washi tape today when I was clearing out my cupboard, and I'm praying it's still at school. If not, I will find some. But I'm gonna give them washi tape to make like an Eiffel Tower shape, and then we're gonna get the blue and the red on. I think we're either gonna sponge it on with like tissue, or just get them to experiment with like different ways to get the paint on. Because I'm not fussed. I just want like the shape, clouds they want, and the colours. We're going to have a look at this artwork first and discuss the actual Eiffel Tower and how it's not perfect, it's not exactly the same. But the things that are right are that they've included the lines, they've included the shape, they've made it tall. And the ones that are like the best ones have got the little gap in the middle, they've got extra detail, so that the kids know, like, that's what I'm looking for. It hasn't got to be like the literal Eiffel Tower, but a vague shape is good. So then they're going to go to do their own and just remind them that it hasn't got to be perfect, just their best. Because after today's issue, it's like, don't do that again. Let's chill. Then it'll be lunch time. Again, nothing on here because I don't need a lot. It's just lunchtime. Then it's the big tidying. So, like I said, we're going to work together to get the class ready for half term. Everybody will have a job. Done. Then I've made these little slides of the jobs, so that's what needs to be done. And I'm going to write their name in these boxes. I'm literally going to go through each job like, okay, this is the job, you're doing this over here, you're using these resources, you're going to stay here and do this job. Who's doing that job? Back, go. Describe and tell them what it is, who's doing it, go. And go through every single job like that. That way the children know what they're meant to be doing. If they finish their job early, I'll either get them to go help somebody else, or generally I don't know what they can do. Maybe go and colour while the rest finish their job, because once all of these jobs are finished, there are these jobs to do. So these are the jobs that need these ones to be finished first before we can do. But yeah, that's French Day, and because I have like sat here and planned it out that in that detail, there's 15 slides, which doesn't feel like a lot, but it's quite a lot. I feel better. I honestly feel like I'm going to go in tomorrow when I know what I'm doing, because it's just there. I also love that the music is like on the slide, so like this is like just it in like PowerPoint mode at the minute. But if I play it, it's not playing. And I said it's like play throughout the slides, across slides, so no matter what slide it's on, the song stays where it is, and if I end the slideshow, it goes. Which I like, because I usually have music on, but I've got to like switch between PowerPoint and the music for volume, whereas now it's like, it's part of the PowerPoint, so haha, it's always going to be there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog now because I'm exhausted. I really want to sleep. It's my bedtime right now. I should be in bed. I'm just going to like save this, upload it to Google Drive because the teacher that's covering is going to need it. And I don't know what else I'm meant to be doing right now. I've got no idea. Okay, if you have enjoyed watching this video, thank you. Let me know, give it a like, put a comment. I do love reading comments. I don't get loads, but I appreciate the ones that I have even more because of that. So if you want to just say something, encouragement, questions in the comments, let me know. If you're not already from my Instagram, go ahead. Like I said, French Day will be up there. I did not cut my hair, and thank God, because I've not got time. Like, I would be awake till like 2 AM doing that. So just follow to see what I ended up going as. I haven't found my clothes yet, so it's a mystery to both you and to me, other than the beret. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. It is daff_teachers. It will be in the description. I can't think of anything else I need to say. It's half term next week, so I probably won't be doing a day in my life vlog because I'm not teaching. But I don't know, I have no real plans for half term. I honestly just want to sleep. So if you want a half term vlog, I can do that, but honest to God, it'll be me waking up and then binge watching you. My phone just turned off for the night. Or playing Animal Crossing for a week. So like, if you want to do that, you can, but it will not be fun. Well, it will be for me, but not so much for you. So I will probably see you guys again when I start school again. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm really tired. Bye.